Guy on the bottom right. More often than not, he will show you something that reflects reality, but he's also dressing it up, typically speaking, in terms of space propaganda and a bunch of nonsense. Just so you're aware of that in case you see this guy, because he's not censored for a reason. Let's watch this video.
This is pretty cool. This is mercury. It's pretty toxic, but it's magnetic. But what it can do is going to blow your mind. It has similar properties to water in terms of interactions with vibrations. That is because it's a liquid, but it is a liquid metal, which makes it very interesting. When you push a current through it, it starts to spin. Now, in electrical systems, if we put power into something, we can make it do stuff. If we reverse the process, we can generate electricity. Now, I posted a video a while back about plasma channel taking a drone with a piece of metal up into the air and connecting it to the ground with a metal wire. He powered a corona motor with this. That's because there's a ton of voltage up in the sky. So I got an idea. We plug one of these balls into a pole in the sky like an outlet. And we put some mercury in that ball and spin it, creating a vortex, pulling electricity into the ground. It's not going to make a lot of power, so I googled how to double that, and they showed me this resonator that can double it. So once we grab it, I'm going to put this right under it, and I made it this design because I googled how energy flows the best, and that's what it showed me. But I want to share this, so I googled how to send it, and it showed me this antenna, so I put it on top of the design, and that's finally what I came up with. We could even share it with like a greenhouse to grow crops in the winter. Or we could share it with like anybody. We just have to make our cities look more like that, kind of. About to file a patent, so no one can steal this idea. This is...
So the video in question, if I'm not mistaken, found this jazz. Maybe I'll play it in a second. But I asked this question: which direction does the mercury flow when a current is applied? Can the direction the mercury flows be reversed? And we'll see if anybody answers this or attempts to. I mean, most of the shit you see in here. Towards the end of the video, I agree with the top comment, but just the same, I mean, you're not seeing a lot of thoughtful comments in here, by and large. This looks cool. Come on, copyright.
In this mesmerizing physics demonstration, we are able to see the electromagnetic force in motion. At the base, there's a large ferrite ring magnet. An aluminium anodized copper bowl is connected with a wire to a direct current pole. At the center of the bowl, a brass bolt and a smaller conductive cup are electrically insulated from the container and wired to another pole of direct current. 1 kilo of mercury is poured into the container and the circuit is introduced to a 2-volt direct current. This generates a strong magnetic field that supports the system. With these favorable conditions, the electrically conductive mercury starts to rotate as the current runs through it. The operating voltage is 2-volt DC, controlled by a DC inverter. The rotation speed of mercury depends on the voltage being given.
Speed,
Marvelous.
not direction. Just something to think about. Remember, a lot of people are babbling about Tartaria and superficially just saying, here, this is what we're going to do, and blah, blah, blah. Remember, there's also another group of people out there waxing poetic about free energy, which is not on the docket, at least in terms of what our masters are shopping around. There's always been an undercurrent of decent folks trying to make shit. But usually when they do, it's like the water... an engine that ran on water for automobiles And that didn't go well, and now General Motors, I think it is, owns the patent, but the fella, he was murdered. What the fuck do I know?